Hey friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
So you may know us from our wrestling recaps we used to do right here in Machinima, but we know video games too.
Yeah, especially wrestling video games. And with the recent release of WWE 2K17's Legends Pack, we thought it'd be a great time to book some matches in the video game that we have long wanted to see.
So here you go. Here are the top 10 WWE 2K17 Dream matches.
Number 10.
Psycho Sid versus Braun Strowman. This pits power versus power, Larson.
Yeah, unfortunately, since RoboCop isn't in the DLC for 2K17, we've been robbed of our dream match from 1991 that would have seen Sid take on the Detroit Cybernetic Cop, but this is the next best thing.
Yeah, pitting Raw's resident monster against the Four Horsemen's biggest monster, Sid versus Braun would solve the age-old question, who's the bigger monster?
My money's on Braun, because from all accounts, Sid was too distracted come softball season, and Braun only knows one thing, destruction.
Yeah, but what if Sid had a pair of scissors?
Then Braun would be saved by an Arn Anderson run-in.
And Arn Anderson would say, "Stop, you're gonna kill me."
Number 9.
Scott Hall versus Razor Ramon. This is the match that might implode the WWE universe in on itself. Bad guy versus bad guy.
Can we make this a three-way dance, including the Diamond Stud?
The Diamond Stud. Remember when games used to let us play each other as the same guy? Luger v. Luger in WCW NWO World Tour.
I do remember. It was the dawn of Woodomania, brother.
Yeah.
Hollywood Hogan
Yeah.
versus Hulkamania Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Old games are great.
They are.
Old racist wrestlers are not great.
Number 8.
Bray Wyatt versus Jake Roberts. It's a shame these two masters on the microphone weren't born closer together in time, given that a program featuring Bray Wyatt and Jake the Snake could have been so damn intriguing.
It's also a shame Jake didn't take better care of himself in his heyday, because even at his current age, he could have transitioned into a managerial role and found some way to have feuded with Bray Wyatt.
But we never got to see that because Jake loved himself some drugs. Thankfully, he found DDP's accountability crib and cleaned up. So we're just happy that Jake is still around. DDP Yoga is literally a lifesaver. I have my DVDs around here somewhere, Larson, in case I ever fall off the wagon.
What wagon are you on?
I have not had fast food in 3 whole hours.
Number 7.
Vader versus Samoa Joe. A stiff versus a stiff.
Imagine how hard-hitting the action would be between two of the stiffest workers to ever hit the squared circle. But since we'll never be fortunate enough to witness this match live, we'll just have to be content to book it right here in WWE 2K17.
Thinking about this match makes me wish that 2K would create a more advanced injury engine for future WWE games. Like maybe Vader can have his eye pop out again thanks to a stiff shot from Joe, or maybe the Mastodon can dislocate Joe's jaw with the Vader bomb.
Yeah, you can't do any of that in the game.
No.
But if you hit someone in their head long enough, they might bleed.
The screen flashes red and he started bleeding. Yeah.
Number 6.
Bret Hart versus John Cena. Two of the most boring superstars to ever main event in the WWE, but never got the chance to compete against each other, but now can thanks to 2K17.
People are gonna shit all over us for calling them boring.
That's okay, we're right, so it doesn't matter. Cena used to be interesting and can still put on a great match when he wants to, though.
And Bret mainly complains about a fake sport. But still, this is a dream match.
All right, but who goes over?
Cena. Cena always wins.
That's the correct answer.
Unless the match takes place in Canada,
Yeah.
at which point Bret will refuse to lose.
Exactly.
Number 5.
Eddie Guerrero versus AJ Styles. Two of the best workers ever in wrestling never got to mix it up, sadly, due to Eddie's untimely death at the age of 38. So it's natural for us to want to see these two fight in 2K17.
Now that Eddie is in 2K17 after being absent since 2K14, what other wrestlers would you want to see in 2K18 that we didn't get this year?
All right, 3 names.
Okay.
Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, and Bobby Roode.
Well, at least one of those guys will definitely be in next year's game. Maybe 2.
Yeah, I think we all know which one won't be in the game next year.
Number 4.
Sasha Banks versus Lita. Two of the most popular female wrestlers of their respective generations mixing up in the squared circle. Count me in, Larson.
Yeah, me too. Lita was kind of the prototype for the women's wrestling revolution we're currently witnessing, so having her fight the most over wrestler in the current women's division and the current WWE Raw Women's Champion Sasha Banks is a no-brainer.
And since it'd be in video game form, we wouldn't have to worry so much when these two take the insane risks they're known for in the ring. Because I don't want to see Lita land on her head again like she did that time on Raw when she fought Trish Stratus in the main event.
They should just get rid of all suicide dives.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
All mat wrestling.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
Technical mat wrestling.
45-minute rest holds.
Time limit draw. It's the safest way to wrestle. No one's ever gotten hurt
Yep.
wrestling on the mat.
Number 3.
Sting versus Undertaker. Wait, didn't we put him on the list we made last year of WWE 2K16 dream matches? I kind of feel like we did.
Yeah, if we did this list last year, then we probably did.
Huh.
But we're going to put it on here again because it'll probably never happen.
True,
Steve.
true.
Despite his neck injury, Sting is still lobbying to make this match a reality.
Yeah, Steve Borden might want to think about that again, since he and the Dead Man are combined 108 years old. The only way someone doesn't get hurt is if they rely exclusively on rest holds for the duration of the match.
Good point, Steve. Come to think of it, we could probably book a better match in the game.
Mm-hmm.
This is a case where fantasy warfare should just stay fantasy.
Oh, I see what you did there because of the
Like Survivor Series.
yeah, catchphrase, yeah.
Number 2.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Goldberg. If only Stone Cold hadn't said to in-ring performing following WrestleMania 19, then maybe we could have seen the Texas Rattlesnake mix it up with Bill Goldberg.
Sadly, the closest we'll ever get to that is Goldberg's match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 20, where Steve Austin served as special guest referee and doled out a few Stone Cold stunners following the match.
And drank a lot of beer. He was probably happier drinking beer.
Number 1.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Brock Lesnar. Yeah, we know these two have met before back in 2006 in New Japan, but that was well before Shinsuke evolved into the king of strong style. Simply put, he's a much different wrestler now than he was a decade ago, so their inevitable rematch in the WWE would almost certainly feel like a first-time encounter.
And while we're sure that Brock Lesnar and Goldberg will have a rematch at WrestleMania 33, we're still holding out hope that Shinsuke will get called up to take on the Beast Incarnate next year in Orlando, because we're going to be there.
That's right. I'm fine waiting until WrestleMania 34 though, because I plan on being there as well with you. I plan on going to every WrestleMania every year. So those are the dream matches we can think of in WWE 2K17. You guys have some suggestions, I'm sure. Put them in the comments because that's what you guys do.
Yes.
And we also have our own channel with all sorts of pro wrestling content there, including our own WWE 2K17 game series.
Yeah.
Called the Friendo Unified Championship Wrestling.
Fun wrestling. Friendo Universal Network Wrestling.
Fuck wrestling. It's
No,
Friendo
fun.
Unified Championship Wrestling.
Fun wrestling. But we have 10 for the win right here at Machinima 2. We've been doing that show for a long time.
Very long time, so keep on watching that.
Please.